Oh, there's one. Right next to shore. That's awesome. Oh, that's not a bad fish. Oh no. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm super excited to be out fishing today because we are fishing with another different sort of bladed jig. This looks oddly familiar to the bass puzzle grass piece. Said it right the first time. This is called the side piece from Pulse Fish. I assume it's very, very similar. Supposed to probably work the same. We're going to go and start chucking this thing around and see if we can't get into a couple fish and see if this is one that you should also have in the tackle box. I think this one's a little bit cheaper, so hopefully it works as well. All right, so we've got the side piece all rigged up. We put on a little bit of a robo worm tail. Let's see how she chatters. Not super violent. There's definitely a vibration to it. It looks decent in the water though. I could probably cut the tail down a little bit. I have the tail a little bit long, which means my trailer is a little bit long too, but we're going to start off fishing this thing in one of the mini ponds to hopefully catch a couple fish, because I think that there's a high chance that we will end up with a pike at some point in time and bite this thing off. It's not pike season, but we can't stop them from biting. So I like this. It's not nearly as aggressive as a jackhammer or anything else like that. And as far as the bass puzzle grass piece, kind of similar. I haven't thrown that one in a while. If we end up losing this at some point in time, I'll probably throw that, but it does run a little high in the water column, and I don't have, like, it's not a craw trailer or anything else like that to raise it up, so you might want a heavier one. This is a 3/8 ounce, but it is just a little bit cheaper than the bass puzzle grass piece. That one's, I think, like 20 bucks or something like that. This is low teens, 13, something like that. But if you do have to reel it slower to keep it a little bit lower in the water column, it's probably not a bad deal for how cold it is right now. I mean, the water's still pretty cold, so a little bit slower presentation might not be a bad thing. There might be a place for this, but let's start chucking around, see if we can catch a couple small fish before we end up going to a lake that's got some bigger ones and inevitably some pike. Oh, there's one. Oh no, we pulled it loose. I don't know if we caught that. I really should trim down the skirt a little bit in the tail, but it was a small fish nevertheless. This thing does not hunt. It not hunting means you have to impart some action. So that one, I got that one to bite. I think I was just stopped reeling, let it drop for a second, and then sped it up real quick, and that's what triggered that bite. So if you're looking for a jackhammer sort of hunting action or something like that, not going to be the case with this one, or it doesn't seem to be, at least. There's not a ton of big fish in here, so not cutting down that skirt might be a bit of a tall task for a fish here to get hooked up well, but we had one bite already. That was pretty quick. I think this is going to work. I just think that there might be a time and place for this, which isn't a bad thing. Oh, there's one. Oh, that one hit it hard. Oh, we pulled that one off too. What are we doing? We're gonna have to check this hook. This is ridiculous. I wonder if that blade doesn't, oh no, it's sticky sharp. I don't know if that blade doesn't blow open that mouth. That one hit it hard. I don't think it was like a big fish by any means, but that one definitely should have made it to shore. There's one. There's one. We're not letting you get off, little guy. Maybe gotta set a hook. Oh, I mean, that one smoked it. That one's like through the cheek. I don't know. Maybe the other ones were just not biting super well, but little guy. I mean, It's a pretty big bait for such a little bass. Some of those bass that have bit definitely are that size, but that's second or third one. He hit it well. That was definitely not a 1 pounder. But that is a good start. They are smoking this thing. So they clearly like it. We'll have to see how the rest of the bites go to see if there is something to that blade possibly making it a little bit more difficult to set a hook, or at least get a hook set well. Oh, got him. As soon as I had stopped reeling, that's a little bit, not really that much bigger. No, same size. As soon as I stopped reeling, that's an even smaller one. How did you attempt to eat that thing? That is crazy. It's like a 3-inch bait with a 2 to 3 inch trailer on it. He's not much bigger. But yeah, I think if you buy this and for whatever reason aren't getting bites, you definitely have to do a little bit more action imposed by yourself. It won't be a jackhammer or anything else that hunts and does everything for you. But had another one smoke it. I watched it as soon as I stopped reeling too. It dropped for just a second, slowed down. I like it. Fish clearly like it too. Let's catch some more. I'm excited to take this to a bigger lake. Oh, there's one. That's not a big one either, but he smoked it. Little guy. How did he get hooked? See, now that makes no sense. He somehow got hooked upside down. See, he got hooked on the outside. Oh gosh, no idea how that's possible. That's kind of weird. Almost do wonder again if they're slapping at that blade or something like that and it's blowing their mouth open and hooking them funny, but we've caught some and they clearly like it. There's one. He just barely sucked it up. Skinny, tiny bit bigger. He's not too skinny, but we'll let him go. That one I had stopped reeling or paused, I believe, and he just sucked it up. And I think that's going to be the theme of this bait, is you just have to do a little bit more working of it, which there's nothing wrong with that. In all honesty, there's another one. You should be doing that with chatterbaits and everything else like that too, but you can kind of get away with it with some of those baits that hunt because they kind of work for you. This one clearly works very, very well. You just have to work it a little bit. It's been a while since I've honestly felt like any given cast I could catch a fish, or I almost will catch a fish. This is crazy. I don't know if the fishing is that good or this bait has just got them that fired up. But let's catch some more. Oh, and one of my favorite trailers, especially when you're doing something finesse, is I love a robo-worm. It works really, really well. Has a ton of action. Doesn't give it any lift if you're like concerned about that or trying to slow roll it or anything else like that. And there's a bunch of them, so it's pretty easy to go ahead and chop them down if you need a little bit smaller or something like that, and it doesn't affect the action very much. So if you haven't ever tried a robo worm or something like that for a trailer for chatterbait or any kind of vibrating jig, I would definitely recommend it. There's one. Oh, get him. I think he bit twice, because I don't think I initially had him. That or there are two fish, one of the two. These little guys just absolutely love this thing. And it is almost always when I'm just working it, quick couple reels, pause, slow roll it a little bit. Oh, there's one immediately. That was when we were doing the quick stops. Anything else like that? Well, I think we have made it very well known that these fish absolutely love this thing. One thing to note, when you are stopping the bait that often, the blade's obviously going to stop. With some baits, some vibrating jigs and stuff like that, the blades don't start up right away. So obviously you could be wasting a lot of your cast. This thing starts up immediately, very similar to like a jackhammer or something like that. So when you're stopping it real quick, as soon as that you start turning that reel again, it's going to start vibrating again. So I think we've made it well known that the small fish absolutely love this thing. Let's go to another body of water and see if we can't end up with something maybe a little bit bigger. All right, we're at a creek that has been known to hold some decent sized fish. So let's go ahead and see if we can't pull our first one out of here on the side piece. Oh, there's one. Right next to shore. That's awesome. Oh, that's not a bad fish. Oh no, that's our first decent one on this thing. Don't lose him. That is not a bad fish at all. What's that, second or third cast? And that's a easy. Oh boy. Stuff falling. It's an easy two. Probably 2 1/4. Get her out in the sunlight a little bit. Fat, getting ready for spawning. All right, we'll let this one go. I didn't think it was that big when it bit. There we so big fish like this thing too. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the color. I don't know if it's the action. I don't know exactly what I was doing when that one bit. I think it was just a slow retrieve because I was very, very close to shore. There we go. 2 casts and we end up with a 2-pounder in the last place. Caught an absolute ton of small ones in a very, very short period of time. This is crazy. I hope this bait is just that good. It's just not a random day. Because if you can find a vibrating jig for this cheap that works that well, that is one heck of a deal. Oh, missed one. No. Shoot. For a second. Okay. For a second I thought there was a nick in my line. Thought that might be a pike. Well, let's keep this going. There's one. Little guy. Come on, buddy. There we are. What? I mean, it's a little bit bigger than the ones we were catching at the other pond, at least. Oof, just came undone. It's a healthy looking thing. There are definitely some big fish in here, but we'll let him go. That one, I was actually just slow rolling, reeling really slow, because I don't have to do as much working of the bait, because there's actually current through here. So depending on where you're at in a seam or whatnot, it'll kind of, the water will help you hunt and do stuff like that. So that one was just a real slow retrieve. And you could see every once in a while my line would move a little bit from where it's at in the current, and that fish just picked it up. There's one, little guy. I wasn't even sure I was hooked up. Whoop. Oh my, no idea. That was the weirdest. Hooked him twice in the top. Little guy. Yeah, I wasn't even, I thought I was on a weed for a second. Didn't even realize that I had a fish until it barely pulled back. But that'll probably be about it for this creek. Normally we end up catching a couple fish here, but it's not, you know, super great numbers because we're fishing the same water over and over and over again. So we will most certainly bring the side piece back out one more time at another lake or something like that. Give it some respect, because I think this thing could be a great bait. But what an interesting lure, and what a great day. I don't know how many fish we caught, and we did miss some extra bites, but we've been fishing for like an hour and a half. So a double digits plus, you know, in an hour and a half is insane. And I hope it's this bait, because I will definitely be picking more of them up if this is how well it does. But till the next one,